48-34 season, where they were the 8th seed in the West. Spencer's runner goes. Grizzlies got swept and beat up in that first. The Grizzlies, though, these guys have something to play for because there is a two-way spot available for somebody to go get. Baycott, turn around. That goes down. He's got 4. Nice touch.
So that tells you that he is progressing along without them telling us explicitly. So as we'll keep an eye on his recovery this summer, just keeping in mind what they're missing while he's out.
That also includes their first-round pick, Cedric Coward, who's dealing with a pretty significant shoulder injury dating back to last college basketball season. Nice spin by Lofton, loses it, and then turns it over.
That maybe they project to have, and then it's just a matter of whether or not you have faith that they're going to reach that potential as to whether or not you're willing to give up a first-round pick for them.
Miles Norris. Under 50 seconds here. This is Zion Pullen, two-way player out of Florida. Jackson, Baycott, yes!
I tell you what, that cut by Baycott really bailed G.G. Jackson out because he went up in the air, did not have an outlet, but the cut at the last second came open.
They're trying to go 2 for 1. Miles Norris gets the first half started. Grizzlies with the ball down by 7. Cam Spencer over to Baycott, who's got 6. Spencer, Jackson, they whip it around. Pullen for 3. Knocks it down. Big 3 for Zion Pullen. Grizzlies now 1 of 9 from long distance to start this game. Gonzalez on the drive. Gets it taken away. Hinton quickly the other way. Spencer drives. Spencer off the glass, no. And it comes out to the Celtics. Up ahead. Second straight shot attempt by Kendall Brown.
Are you really ready to pull the trigger? Now, granted, losing Tatum, maybe you're not a contender, and finally, Gonzalez able to knock down that triple.
Celtics with a 9-point lead. Celtics play some defense here. Williams up ahead to Schuylkill. Back to Williams, who got it started and finishes it. And that'll force Thomas Isolo to call a timeout. Wells, the defense by Norris. Lovering gets it tipped away by Williams. Here comes Jordan Walsh again, up ahead. Nearly a travel by Gonzalez. Recovers and scores. Hugo Gonzalez has got 9 points in his NBA Summer League debut.
I tell you, the other thing I love about Gonzalez defensively and his point of attack defense, he sets the tone. What you have to do as a front office and a coaching staff is you've got to build your system around your personnel. You can't do it the other way.
Jackson! If you're nasty!
Potent offensively that oftentimes you took 2 to guard them and put you in rotation.
Great play by Cam Spencer to cut to the basket. Celtics start the second half up. Here's Cam Spencer for Memphis. Jalen Wells on the drive. Knocked away by Williams. Walsh chases it down, but he stepped out of bounds.
Even though it may not show as well because of the roster makeup here in Summer League, when you put Jalen Wells in a rotation, but with his positional size, his catch and shoot ability, his physicality, his ability to defend it, I think there's going to be opportunities there for him to produce.
There'll be opportunities for Baylor Shireman.
We talked about the new collective bargaining agreement and the impact second rounders can ultimately have. Unrestricted free agents that you can sign. If you see Jalen Wells able to finally get a triple the ball. But it's going to be imperative. You've got to be able to find hidden gems. You've got to be able to develop guys that ultimately become a part of your rotation if you want to stay competitive. And Jalen Wells, he hurt us.
7:40 to go, third quarter. Zion Pullen drives. Pullen dumps it off for Baycott. Baycott in double figures. He's got 10.
And it was a terrific job by Pullen. Do you do it locally or you got your usual people back home?
I am monogamous with my barber.
Okay. All right, that means it's just one-on-one. Welcome addition to this Grizzlies team. And they got a lot of confidence in his ability to be a part of that rotation.
Von Fleming has it stripped away by Morris, up ahead to Wong. Austin Lovering had an interesting Salt Lake City Summer League. Again, Memphis was one of the teams that participated in exhibition games prior to Vegas. Shireman up top, Bassi with the throwdown. The drive. Now it's Burton pulling up inside the free throw line. Inside to Baycott. Now it's Spencer. G.G. Jackson, haven't heard much from him here in the half. Air balls the three. Baycott cleans it up. Lofton lofts it up. Back to Lofton. Gonzalez gives it off to Bassi. Good interior passing the last few possessions by the Celtics.
Who's in Westbrook City?
Yes.
You don't know.
G.G. Jackson from the left wing.
Okay.
Here's the drop by
It's gonna be the snob, man. You gotta be. Ain't nothing wrong with $8.99. That's good eating.
Could be a lot.
Oh.
Might have to have a change of pants. Max Shoga drives. Taken down by Burton. Burton the drive. Got it stripped away. Great defense there by Max Shoga. Williams going at Baycott. Turnaround jumper goes for Amari Williams, who then took a shot to the nose after the play. Now Shoga, no-look pass. Leaves it off to Brown, who couldn't finish. Up ahead to Spencer. Baycott running the floor.
Did make was a catch and shoot. Most of them have come where he's putting the ball on the floor.
Aaron Estrada off the window. You know where Aaron Estrada made a name for himself?
Chips. Oh, that was Eric. My bad.
And it was Chips, plural.
I said Chip.
Oh, I thought you said Chip. That was one of my favorite shows growing up.
You were, how old are you? I didn't think you were around for Chip. Well, I thought that was, you were a little too young for Chip. That wasn't your
I think it was on TBS back in the day. Estrada back-to-back buckets. Started his career at Oregon, went to St. Peter's, and then went to Hofstra. He scored 3 consecutive buckets. He's the 2-time Postal Athletic Association Player of the Year.
In some places, a grandma. You know, you never know.
Jordan Walsh has so much time. Just the right amount of time. Jordan Walsh is 15. The new addition for the Celtics Summer League team. Kenny Lofton back the other way.
They were due to make a layup.
Here's Cam Spencer. Floater. Shireman comes down with it. And Gonzalez went down. Shireman. Bassi comes down with it. Here in Vegas, back in Bristol. G.G. Jackson goes in the paint. Spencer tries to corral it. There's bodies on the floor. That'll be Gonzalez running the offense with 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter and an 11-point Boston lead. Gonzalez on the drive. Bassi, the putback. He has looked ultra-aggressive and effective. The 4 shooting afternoon from Baylor Shireman. Jordan Walsh has had a really nice effort today. Walsh in traffic. Walsh puts it up and in. Jordan Walsh has 17 points and a 13-0 run to slam the door on what will be Boston's first victory out here.
They want to get a sense of the field. Do they understand how to play the game, how to utilize their skill set, and can they have impacts in multiple facets of the game? And
Banks it in.
right on cue, he knocks down a triple.
Back in April, which ended his season fracturing that wrist. G.G. Jackson rising up. Final 10 seconds here. Jordan Walsh will have to get it across the timeline, and that'll be it. Jordan Walsh, certainly the standout performer in this game for the Boston Celtics. That's what we like to see from a guy entering his 3rd year in the NBA.